And of course, if they get to their goal that they talked about, they're going to be... All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today's video, I want to go through Bitfarms, stock ticker BITF. Of course, they are a Bitcoin miner, and if you follow this channel, you will know that we cover Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners quite a bit. If you're new to this channel and you enjoy that content, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Please, if you enjoy this video, smash the like button and feel free to drop a comment below with any thoughts. I just want to let everybody know we have a free Discord, so there's a link to our free Discord in the pinned comment below. So if you're interested in joining us, we're coming up on about 500 people over there, so we'd love to have you. Bitfarms released their February mining and operations update. So yesterday was March 1st, so they released that at 8 o'clock in the morning, March 1st. They were the first ones to release results. I'm expecting results from all the rest of the miners, obviously over the next week or week and a half. Okay, Bitfarms. Bitfarms provides February 2022 production and mining operations update. Nearing the opening of our two new farms in Sherbrooke, Quebec, we remain on track to achieve our goal of 3 exahash per second by the end of the first quarter 2022. So this release is through the end of February 2022. So they have 1 month. Basically, they have the month of March, and they're expecting to get to 3 exahash by then. So I'm going to talk about that later. That looks like it's going to be a little tough, but maybe they'll do it. The Bunker and Ledger farms, when complete, will represent a total of 78 megawatts of added capacity. Along with our strategic expansion underway in Argentina, these farms will play a vital role in reaching our year-end 2022 target hash rate of 8 exahash per second. So they've been saying this for a while now. I believe they have most, if not all, of these machines ordered and given deposits on. So now it's a matter of implementation, delivery, installation, making sure their operations are up and running and ready throughout the rest of the year. So as we've seen over the last few years, sometimes the logistics of this presents some obstacles, and so we will see how they do. But that is their goal, and at this point they're saying they are still on target for 3 exahash at the end of the first quarter 2022 and 8 exahash at the end of the year. Okay, as planned, seasonal energy curtailment programs at our farms in Quebec affected production in February, but to a lesser extent than in January. Okay, so let's go through what they did. Mining production, 2.3 exahash online. So they have 2.3 exahash of mining machines running. That is the exact same number that they had as of January 31st, 2021. They did give us a heads up in the January operating update that most of the machines were going to be backloaded, the delivery of the new machines from the middle to the end of February. So apparently they've received some of these machines, some of them are still in shipment, and none of them were installed in February. So they remained at 2.3 exahash. However, they did say by the end of March, they were going to be at 3.0 exahash, so we'll get to that. 298 new Bitcoin mined during the month of February, up 67% from February of 2021. So that's year over year. I like to look at month over month, as you guys know. So I'm just going to take a quick look at last month. 301 new Bitcoin mined during January. Now, they mined 298 in February, but remember, February has 3 less days than January. So in 3 less days, they mined 3 less Bitcoin. So that averages out January, they were averaging 9.5 Bitcoin mined per day. And if we go to February, that went up to 10.6 Bitcoin mined per day. So that was a nice improvement, particularly since they really hadn't added any machines. This was probably largely due to having to share less energy on their curtailment program in February than they did in January. I think we can continue to expect to see this number go up, the number of Bitcoin mined per day, based on the fact that they'll have even less curtailment in March. And of course, if they get to their goal that they talked about, they're going to be installing an awful lot of machines throughout the month of March. So their average hash rate should be much higher than 2.3 because they're expecting their ending hash rate to be 3.0. 283 Bitcoin from mining deposited into custody for February, so that is about 95% of the Bitcoin they mined. They were able to keep and maintain on their balance sheet, so they have a HODL strategy, and so that leads to the next line, 4,883 Bitcoin in custody on February 28th, 2022. representing a total value of approximately 210 million US dollars based on a Bitcoin price of $43,000. So that's a fair statement. Right now, as we speak, Bitcoin's at about 44,000. As you guys know, it's been all over the place, so it's tough to pinpoint. Now, mining operations. 7,400 new Bitcoin miners capable of 740 petahash have been received in February or are in transit. That 740 petahash, or basically 0.74 exahash, plus the 2.3 that they have, that is going to get them to their 3 exahash. So the challenge is going to be, can they get, in the month of March, can they get all these things installed and up and running? I think that's a pretty tall order, but that's their plan, and they're sticking to it. So we'll see in next month's update if they were able to do that. In any instance, they should have a very nice improvement in exahash in March, even if they don't completely reach their 3.0 goal. So before we get to the charts, there's a few other things I want to show you. And I want to start with, this is a page from their most recent investor presentation package, and this is from February 2022. Okay, so you'll see the lines in purple are actual. The lines in, I'm going to call it green, are their goals. March 31st, they're looking for 3 exahash, which is what they told us, and that is what they've been saying for quite some time now. So that would be another, almost, not quite, but almost 50% increase from the end of the year. At December 31st, 2022, as they mentioned, they're looking to have 8 exahash up and running and operational. So this is the plan. And we're going to get a nice checkpoint at the end of this month because this is one of the dates on the chart. So March 31st, 2022, they're hoping to have 3,000 petahash or 3 exahash running at that time. So just one last piece of information that was not in their monthly update that happened subsequent to the previous monthly update. So on February 25th, they issued this press release. Bitfarm enters $32 million equipment financing agreement. Adds another source of non-dilutive capital. So as everybody knows, stock dilution is an issue within the Bitcoin mining companies community. Everybody's been working on looking at alternative ways to get cash and get Bitcoin miners. It is crucially important that all of these Bitcoin miners continue to increase their exahash in order to keep up with the ever-changing difficulty level on a global scale. So here they say this equipment financing agreement provided another source of non-dilutive capital, enabling us to finance equipment from our established mining operations so that we can invest growth capital into miner purchases and our new farms under construction. With Bitcoin miner purchases making up the majority of our capital needs, this $32 million equipment financing frees up working capital and supports our flexible and non-recourse financing options, which also include a recently announced $100 million Bitcoin collateralized loan facility. So in addition to this $32 million, they also have this $100 million almost line of credit that's collateralized by their Bitcoin. So under the terms of this financing agreement, the company entered into an equipment loan for the recent purchase of and secured by 6,100 Bitmain S19J Pros for a total of $32 million. The loan carries a 2-year term and an interest rate of 14.5%. So this interest rate is not ideal. That is certainly higher than most of the rest of businesses in different industries would have to deal with, but the Bitcoin miners are only just now getting any financing at all. So, the next thing that they will work on over time is getting these rates down. So this is about what I would have expected. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the chart. This is the Bitcoin chart on the 2-hour time frame, meaning each one of these candles represents 2 hours. December 27th was a high for most of the Bitcoin miners. Bitcoin was trading at 52,000 on that day, so for almost every single miner, that was a local high. So it's a date that I continuously go back to, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. The rest of this chart is basically 2022, which is now January and February. Bitfarms has been trending down and bottomed out several times here. I have a purple line at $2.81. And if I look at this candle, it actually goes down to $2.75. So that is their 52-week low. That happened on February 24th. So on February 24th, they actually got lower than they did on January 24th. January 24th is when Bitcoin bottomed out at $33,000. So Bitcoin bottomed out again on February 24th, but at about 34,200, although Bitfarms did gap down a little bit lower. This hit this number for just a flash moment. Within 5 minutes of the opening bell on this day, Bitfarms had absorbed most of this green candle and was trading positive. So it did get down to $2.75, but only momentarily. So from February 24th to March 1st, so that's just really 1 week, Bitfarms is up 45%. So that has been a very nice run. Obviously, in the same period of time, Bitcoin bottomed out and has had a very nice run, particularly really the last 2 days. Monday and Tuesday of this week, particularly Monday, was a massive up day. It was one of the biggest up days Bitcoin's had in a long time. So Bitfarms has responded nicely. It's up about 45%, but that still leaves it below this green line. This green line right here was the September 29th low. So I go back to the September 29th number for all these Bitcoin miners because they all basically bottomed out on that day when Bitcoin hit its bottom at the end of its September bear run. So at that time, Bitcoin was trading at $41,000. Right now, Bitcoin's trading at $44,000. So you can see Bitfarms has not even caught up to this green line yet, which means it's still lagging behind the progress of Bitcoin. So the very first thing it needs to do, and it's not that far away, you'll see, it's only 15 cents away, but that's just to get back up to where it was trading at $41,000. Bitcoin is now trading at $44,000. Okay, the first date I'm going to go back to is January 13th. And the reason that I'm going back for that, you can see it was a momentary high for Bitfarms, but also on this day, Bitcoin was trading at $44,000, which is where it's trading right now. So really, Bitfarms has to move up 27% just to get back to apples from where it was just about a month and a half ago. So for me personally, I'm viewing this 27 as just making up for lost ground. If I then go to this point, this was December 27th. So Bitcoin was trading at around $52,000 on December 27th. So we're at $44,000 right now. So that's about $8,000 higher. However, remember, March is going to be a big month for Bitfarms. They're planning to go from 2.3 exahash to 3.0 exahash. Their stock should go up accordingly as long as Bitcoin is moving up and staying healthy as well. So this would represent almost a 52% increase from the current stock price just to get back to where we were on December 27th when Bitcoin was trading at $52,000. So those are some relatively short-term goals, I'm going to say, within the next quarter, in my opinion. So again, this is not financial advice. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I've got on Bitfarms and their monthly operations update. So all in all, in my opinion, it was a very positive update. Drop me a comment below and let me know what you guys think. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video.